Hello. So, what can I do for the company? I can promote the products with passion. I find it's really important that the sales representative is passionate about the products because it has an influence and can increase the probability of the customer purchasing the product. And not only that, even if the customer doesn't buy the product for whatever reason, they are left with a more positive image of the company. So that's why I think it's important for the sales representative to be passionate about the product. Now, another thing that I can do is build relationships. I love to build relationships. I have experience building customer relationships, but I not only like to build relationships with customers, but I also like to build relationships with people, and I treat it more that way because I feel as though if you treat customers less like numbers and more as people and as human beings, they are more likely to open up, and I think it's easier to do business with them. That's from my experience. Now, why have I chosen a career in sales? Why am I going after a career in sales? I have some experience in the restaurant business. I worked as a waiter. Now, as a waiter, I had to study the products. I had to study the cuisine. I had to familiarize myself with that type of cuisine so that I could better answer customers' questions. Second of all, I had to listen to people. I had to listen if they had any allergies. I had to listen to their taste preferences so I could suggest to them a dish that they would most likely enjoy. Third of all, I built relationships. Now, I did this through simply conversing with customers throughout the service. But at the end of the meal, I would give them a business card of the restaurant, letting them know how they could reach us, and I would also let them know when I'm working. And I would thank them, and I would say, hey, it was a pleasure serving you, and I would love to serve you guys again. And that's another way how I built relationships. And also through building relationships, I also understood that I was building a certain level of trust with customers. I was building a certain level of trust regarding them allowing me to choose dishes for them, because sometimes the customers were not very familiar with the type of cuisine of that particular restaurant, and they would leave it up to me to choose their dishes for them. So I knew at that moment that a career in sales might be for me. I love to promote products with passion. I enjoy studying products and getting familiar with new industries. I enjoy listening to people, figuring out what it is that they need, and then getting them what they need. And I also love building relationships. So that is why I'm looking for a career in sales. Thanks for tuning in.